Hello everyone. Sorry for a little bit delay. I was setting up the chat window and other place. Let me see if it is live and we can see it. Awesome. Yes. And let's continue with the feedback session. As I promised, I will go through the entries. I will see. We'll try to give some feedback and support, basically. So let's see who all are here and who's going with cam, and the camera is still is not, so just give me a filter and perfectly round. Put here. Perfect. So now we have here, you see we have our basically, if I want to turn this off, is so we have more people in here. And as always, let's look at one of our first knowledge. Hoping to come back maybe. So let's give our prayers to. Nice. So just good. Any don't have any many blocks. You have to lay so many blocks in the back on the ground, so easily achieved through making a normal map. Think about optimization. Blockout are the also meant to be judged. How will your environment perform over the game? Thanks, bro. Info I meant a lot, but bro, I deep towards into movie, but I keep in mind information the future journey. The game is tricky. You can simply get it using landscape, no, with the simply material and displacement will be much more easier to control and everything. I know you are already doing some blending here and there, and you are making a set in Unreal, but think why optimization works is basically when you will have modular pieces. I mean, you're gonna use these are the same piece. If I say, I believe these are all the same piece, same modular pieces. Then what's gonna happen? You will have more quicker iteration, because the iteration is the one big another part of the game industry, not just optimization is a must, but also the iteration, because you have to go through the same process. So you might have seen we have changed a lot of stuff many times. That's the part of the process. This is how basically everything in games work. So I would suggest you to make modular pieces a low poly one. If you're not sure, I would suggest to go on Sketchfab, and you will find something. Let's look at medieval modular. Let's just search this, and you will find this low poly modular, and you have this, and even this, so you will get so many. Okay, so it's not AI, it's the 3D assets. You can use them. Okay, like you should be shameful to use AI, but these are a must. Okay, so you can get inspiration from this. Like even if I show you bunch of stuff now in here, you will see how things work. So here's a town. You're making something similar. On the side, there are the modular pieces. Why don't you just make these modular pieces downloadable also? Okay, you use these and put your details. Don't make that much stylish. Let's see here. Okay, and if I show you next one, here are the modular pieces. Here's what the guy made. Okay, so you might not need that many pieces, but utilize. Let's look at this one. here's what we got from these pieces. Okay, let's move on. This is also, but did not give the pieces on the right, but you can definitely tell where the pieces are, right? What pieces are used, you can definitely tell, and how the blending is done, you see, and everything. You can see all of the things. Again, more complicated facade, but to achieve more. Here's a house, and you can achieve more houses like this from these pieces. Another one. There are 2 houses, for example, from these. So like that, there are countless examples which you can use to, you know, achieve your results. Just follow these. Another one, just one more last time, and then you can think. See, so this is what they have made. It's not like that's the only thing you can make, but this is modular. It's squarish. You don't have to go square. You can go rectangular also, like this. Like you can make 1 and this 2 like that, but keep it as per like 3 meter, 4 meter. It's easy to remember in that sense. Okay, so yeah, so just make them modular, and because even if you have the seams here, this you have these blocks to hide it. Like there will be these corner blocks to hide it, and the middle block to hide it. So you're jumping into details too soon. Block out the whole thing, the whole scene. We need to see in the gray box. I know you need the set, but this is how you have to work if you want to work fast. I want to see this whole scene in a block out using modular or non-modular pieces, or use some modular and unique pieces combined, right? So this roof could be here, here, and everywhere it could be used. Same thing, same window, same, like with a single window, one with the door, one unique one, and then you can put this one same here with the roof. Okay, and then there's a window one. Okay, so you can make a unique one. Okay, so like this piece can be here also. Yeah, and the base stone piece you can make a separate thing, so which can utilize that also. So I would suggest not just this, start with making modular pieces and building the whole scene, then start detailing with the material and everything. It's nice. You can use unique pieces also, it's totally fine, or you can use spline like we have done, because one thing might be there, it's not visible here, but there's directionality in the, these are not the cobblestone, these are like large stones, but it's okay to use cobblestone also, but usually it flow in the street, right? So it will come from here and flow toward this, and this will blend into that. So try to see how you're gonna blend that into your textures. Okay, so I hope that helps. I got the job. I'm busy with the art test for an environment, trying to make a small update. I get the time. If you then do. Yeah, as always, if you get art test, you're not sure how to complete it, or you need some feedback, DM me. And I've said it many times that you will not never left alone once you join the studio, but for the art test it's unethical, and you will left alone to work on things, to test out things, which is not right. So seize the moment basically. Thanks for the feedback. Unfortunately, I didn't start with the landscape. So does the RBT can't be used? Also, speaking the textures are flat models of stairs. I would try to bake it out a little bit. The material does that means I just use one smart material for all the stone type assets. Maybe using the curvature baking from high to low poly RGB mask, and while adding edge damage the most in Unreal. Yes, exactly, Edward. So if you use similar type of stone, will make it more blended. You can have another node in there to change the color or tint, right? But use same texture and then perfectly use curvature and RGB. So what you can do, if you are using normal map, then you can put into blue channel of normal map this curvature map, or if you're not using normal map, just the albedo, you can put it in alpha of albedo also. So that way you need lesser textures for your scene, okay, for your assets. And you don't need the details on this outside a texture tileable. You can test it, it's fine. Oh, you're having all of them in there. What? Okay, this is you're doing mask. I would say like make them if there is edge highlight. I would say again we need that crisp damages, and then you add edge highlight curvature, break the curvature a little bit to control. You can add little bit of, you can take normal map and you can use normal map and to drive curvature also some details. And yeah, so that's basically you put all of them, even if it's like one texture is totally fine, right? But we need crisp stuff, like you have all of them, like these tiny rocks. It is, if they have the details, so just damage and decimate, even these, just some damage and bevels, right? Everywhere we need. And for these the column also, they're like super simple. We need some sharp cuts and damages. So yeah, that will be really nice to have. Even if it's a 1-2K texture, that's perfect if you can achieve everything in one texture, and then you can change the tiling basically on there. Okay, so which will be fine. Okay, and here's our good friend Ashras. Did we comment afterwards? Okay, here when we comment, okay, here we did comment. Current progress: one trim sheet 2K by 4K, one RGBA with split 2, brown color mask, blue color mask, dirt mask, unique colors. And nice. And we give feedback, I think, this on this. Having a feeling that you have highlighted this, we also have covered. Thanks for the feedback. For the mirroring, I'll fix that later. I'll try to save up time experimenting and see what will work before polishing everything. For colors, I have RGBA mask overlaid on top of the base trim color. I will add more details and color variation. Base color, what is plain decals? That's nice. Okay, nice. You have it finally. Oh, nice. So this is the concrete brick. Nice pattern. Other pattern. This is the corner pattern, and this is cracks. Cracks or some detail. Seems like, but this is unique. That's perfectly fine. And you have had some damage, man. That's perfect. And this is the base color, I believe, which is fine. Have. And then we have, see, you did it. Love it. Love the work you did here in the corner. That's perfect. And there's something stretching down. Maybe it's intentional, but it's overall good stuff. In the corner, you can have again, you can have another one to create damage decals for the corner, especially because we don't have it. So you can have it, but overall, yeah, these corners and everything good. What is blending? Nice. Yeah, just to test, I know. Oh, nice, you have a mouse here also. This is perfect. But it's the overall, this surface, the base one, we can reduce. And also I remember we used to do RGB grunge masks. Okay, so you have 3 different unique noise textures from your choice. From Substance Painter, you put them into RGB. Then in shader, you can tweak the values, like how much you want to affect with red, how much you want to affect the layer with the blue. So it overlay on top, and you get some unique results in the material. So you can have this RGB masks for each layer. You can create a material and just in there. So oh yeah, there is more. Time. Yeah, this is something like this. Exactly. This is auto techno. Yeah, so the RGB mask basically it's like mask spread. You have one, we have RGB. Like mask spread will have RGB values in there. You tweak like what different type of things you need. Like maybe you can have this moss and damage and everything. Really cool. You have cool shader. Can you share the tutorial creating master material for this, especially creating those masks and parameters? Thank you. Yeah. Share it in the resources. Share uh, in the topic section here in the resources. Share here. I shared some of them which I used for the landscape here. Share here. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So let's look at this is after the update. Ooh, nice. This could be the uniqueness. Like you don't put it on the other side, put it on this side. That will add that uniqueness. But love it. And there's damage on the base, but it's like too highlighted. I will say like we need to blend it. Maybe it's too sharp our thing. We need to soften them a bit. Maybe it could be true. Also like it's a chip off, so that's fine. But we should have a way. But I love the variation in color and how the subtle is there. We don't just need to work on this. Like some of them are like some of them are dull, some of them are sharp, something like that. Yeah, that's coming along really well. So now we just need to put that edge decals. I need to fix some of the stretching shop. Base color with the colors. Okay, you have added some of them, which is fine. You can if we have this, we can work more on this. If you have details, you can add some details around it. Maybe you can make a border, right? Border, because we have space. I've seen we have space, so you maybe make a border of some, maybe like this, or maybe one from above. Like it could be from detail from this or from this. Just add something unique and then add something. It's a tiny flower here or here, stuff like that. Cool. Oh, what is with this? And also, yeah, we have space, right? If we have space, we can gather. If I think this is the edge decal, we can use this as edge decal, I believe. You have already this damage. Where are you using it? Is it because of the base you can use this? I want to see where you're utilizing this one, and we can map this also as a edge decal. But edge decal we need to use alpha, so we might have to create another one, but it's really good. Is also mask. Nice. What else we can do in the materials? Even if you keep them sparse-light, you can still use the grunge mask. Okay, here it is. It is damage, I think, right? It's perfect. You can utilize this one. Whoa, nice. Love it. Coming along. Let's try the edge decal for it. You create another one with alpha. Okay, we create with alpha and just normal map, nothing else. It will just mimic the damage. Okay, so we'll use just the with alpha and the normal map on the edge. We'll try to give it same material maybe, and just with that. Okay, because it's gonna play with that. We'll see how that works. Or maybe you can do, we take the same object, you keep the part where you want to keep that and put UV2 and then put it on top of that. That way you will have the same colors beneath and but normal on top. We can test it out. We'll see. I'm just might be talking out of air basically. Okay, so we'll test it out. So these two things we'll do in there. Whisper. I think the hardware limited coded render. Uh, is here. Okay. Here. I haven't. I'm planning for these to emissive light first. I'm finding difficult to lighting up the scene. Might need help. Yeah, like when I lighted my first interior scene, it was difficult for me too. If you remember, out of order, and also like in our scene also, the AO and GI is not that prominent. Like we seen in our Dinesh scene yesterday, that was like very prominent. Even our scene is not. So I also need to practice lighting. I will definitely suggest channel William Foucher if you can search, right? That will be perfect. Yeah, it's maybe too dark, but it's okay. You are a model artist, it's perfectly perfect. Nice. Yeah, try out with the emissive one. Okay. Put emissive material and see how much it light up the scene. I think they had something new, right? In the night with the thousands of lights. I think it should be fine with a few area lights, but if not, we can try it on our scene. I will check William Foucher tutorial also. But let me light up the emissive first. I will work on the light scene. Yeah, just turn off all the light, put emissive material and see how much it is. Put post-processing volume and change the exposure first. See which exposure gets you the best thing, and then if you put if you want the morning light, you turn off all the lights and just put this one light and see how much it light up the scene. Okay. So like this one in the concept, right? So like how much so we do the day and night light. Okay, we just all the night light and then daylight. I remember I had made the lights in level instancing. Basically you can reference different maps in others, so I made different maps, but I had a trouble, then I baked it into it like copy pasting. But you can try different groups of lighting folders and you can turn it off and on in there, so before day and night lighting. But we'll see, because you need two different post-processing volume also, you will see. And which is good, overall it's good. Okay, just try. That's the part is no, so we'll go around and figure out things. And Oscar we poked last time, Farhan we poked last time, we also poked, done. So I believe we are done with all the entries for now. Okay, and let's look at the chat, and I need to okay, I'll bring it inside here. Filter, I need to turn on the okay. What happened? Where did it go? Okay, let's just go with it, not disturb it. Hello Ashraf, thank you very much for being here, you're awesome. And you can jump to the last message. Yes, I see. Sorry about a little bit delay in there. And what else? And then we have Milan. Would love to learn that. Yeah, me too. One said about shader RGB dirt mask. You mean? Two different post process. Why? Yeah, first one is like, are you talking about grunge masks, RGB grunge masks? If it's that, then yeah, I can show like how that works, because I wanted to try it also. We did that into Walking Dead because everything was grungy and dirty, so we can use the grunge masks, different one, but I can show. Okay, and to post process, why? Because for the daylight and night light basically. So if you make daylight, might need different setting, for night light you might need different lighting, so that's why two post process for two different lighting, I mean. So when we make just emissive lights, no other light, we push post process volume, use it to highlight it, and then we use our daylight, where we'll use just point line and see if it works with the bounce backs, and then we use different post process. I will check William Foucher channel also, and if I share quickly. Okay, so this is the channel. Okay, you might have seen this. It's color grading also is there, right? How to is basically lighting stuff. So you just go crazy on his channel for lighting and rendering related stuff. So he have bunch of these easy way to use Megascan, and he make these plugins. But he's, you know, nice lighting tutorial also, lighting interior for Unreal Engine 5 is here. And I think he have, you know, other lighting tutorial also. Okay. So he have, because I remember I watched this one. See, it's red. Troubleshooting foliage issues. This have the flickering issue also, like some people were talking about. Oh shit, sorry, I'm not sharing. That's okay if it is not. Okay, so and just give me a second. Okay, so this is the channel. Okay, so I have watched this channel, and it's a night time. Okay, and you will find basically there's a Lumen explain how that works. Is again lighting, cinematic. Like you can watch all of his videos. It's not a lot, right? What you see? So you can watch all of video which interests you, and then just have fun. Yeah, I strongly recommend his channel. I'll share it in the chat also. Here in the here, and I will also post it in our Discord as well. I think I might have already shared. Okay, here, and also okay, Coolio. So this is good, and if you guys have anything if you want to ask, you can ask. Otherwise I will take my leave for today, and as you know, I will not be available for this week. I'm going away, and I will keep checking the message if there is any, and I will let you know if something comes up. But for now, thank you very much for joining in today, and I will see you in the next one. And before we leave, just a quick shout out to our lovely academy. Okay, so join our academy and join our Discord server, subscribe to our channel, guys. We are really moving forward. Do watch some videos. We have like 4-hour live stream. Just put it to watch basically, or if your phone, just leave it there. Yeah, so there are bootcamp people are joining. I still forgetting the message. Maybe I will send it today after this, and that will be perfect to bring people in. Okay, so do share it with your if you know your India friends, share it with them, so we make on a salary survey. We are not getting entries, even I'm requesting everyone to post, so we have to get 2000 entries by the end of the year. So share it with 3 friends and ask their 3 friends to share it with their friends. It's just a simple form. It's just to help the community. So once we have the data, I'm gonna make it available online. I have already something very basic, but it's not enough data. Okay, so we need. Yeah. So yeah, so this is okay. Yeah, Ashraf, go ahead, ask away, ask away. For the ornament, do you have an idea how to make it pop out and have more depth? I tried pom. What is pom? It looked weird. I literally heard it, misread it almost. So I don't want to add geometry. Can you post it in the your thread? I will have a look. Which you're talking about? Which detail? I will have a look. Which one? So the one way is you make it tapered. So that the more the bevel you have, the more depth it will look. We have to fake, and then other one was what was this pixel depth? It was it was like parallax occlusion. Yes, parallax occlusion. Yeah, okay. No, it did not work. What? If it didn't work, then just do one thing. Try making your details a little bit more beveled. Okay, so like imagine you have these bricks, right? So giving them more software and larger bevel, so that will add more depth to it. It will be visible. So like for example, your they have some, but we need uh, more depth on our, because it will. I'm not sharing. So here you see it is tiny, so we can make it larger inside. Maybe you use inside like the bevel, so basically you put it inside and but make it larger. Throughout you can have it, and for this also you can have variation, not just because it's not visible, like if because I can see the lines, straight lines, so you can break that apart with the, like this one is like really organic, so you can break that apart on this part also. So you can make bevels a little bit larger, break them apart more, like it's big bevels basically. So this will maybe help a lot. Okay, and you were writing something, no? Is talking about, okay, wait, let me share again. Okay, so this is okay. No, this one is okay. Move it here. Okay, so okay, this one is okay. It doesn't matter. I will fix it later. Yeah, so this depth you can increase toward the inward inside, right? All these details you have, you can have them more beveled basically. So then it will more visible, and you can make it sharper also. So like so like imagine this is here. This is the thing. You can make it like this, like this. How to like this is much better, right? So it's like this. So you make it like this. So you see the sharper corner up or sharper corner down there. It will help. Okay, so like you have here. So one sharp corner here, one sharp corner, and then go in. So when you have this bevel, you can control it. You can add damages and everything. So that will be really prominently visible here. Okay. So try that out. If that does not work, then we will see. Okay. And you have this already. What do you want to do to take any sharp corner? Like imagine this one. Okay. Take this corner and separate it out, sculpt it, and then make a tiny trim for a damage. Okay, just a tiny small 256 by 256, or like 512 by 256, or maybe 512 by 128 is fine too. So just make a trim, and we try to and then put that on top with a simple decal shader or normal map without any color. If you want color, you can put the same again, same on top, and we'll see how that works. You can put cemented look, but I won't really want to keep this, and we'll put the same thing in WUV, second UV channel, and we'll try to map it up. Okay, if you're not sure, we'll try it out our next session on Monday. Okay, and this will be really interesting to try out both of the stuff. There will be one for our RGB mask, grunge mask, and the damage trims basically. If you don't know, I have shown it before, but I'll maybe show it on the next session. Okay. So yeah. Any other question? If you have, let me know. You want to remove the plaster, which I'll say keep it because then you have to use more decals basically for the damage and everything. Okay, damage you want to keep it separate. That means the damage one. That also is possible. You can use a tileable damage in there. But wouldn't it be like better to use the material blend of different plaster, like as I suggested? So you can have, for example, this is your normal. Okay, you make a damaged one. Okay, a version which is damaged and a little bit dirty, and then you make another one which is way more damaged and dirty, and then you blend the three materials. I believe that will be much more simpler and straightforward. So you can have these, if you are making it in designer, that will be much more awesome, but you can increase this size of this bevels in there, more damages, more color variation inside here only. Imagine we are not using the grunge mask. What is this? What? Is it like you using UV2? That would be cool too, I would say. So like if you're using this on these are RGB masks for the details and everything. Yeah, with from UV2. Yeah, have two RGB masks, one for the color and one for the dirt and grunge. Would you like to try that one for me? Like the making three variation of this. One is damaged and one is like very damaged or dirty. Then blend it using simple material blend. Wouldn't that be simple? And then we use edge decals on top of that, or decals on top of that in general, for normal damage also and things. I can wait. Let me open up my page. Just give me a second. I'll show you. So this is my environment. Okay, so here if I open it in new tab, I cannot zoom in, but here you see there is the edge decals, edge damages are there. There are these cracks which are also decals, and there are these patches of damage on top also here, and there are cracks, and these edge damages are everywhere. Okay, I've added here on the other side also in inner face of this wall also, and yeah, here you see there's a trim here going on which is the same damage. Okay, so I use this. If I show you, okay, so see there are damages, there is inner damages on top, there are cracks, there is same, it's basically one big texture of this crack is a different texture, but these on place damages and the corner damages have simple that. And you see this do not if I want to improve, I have added some variation here, but I'll move some of the bricks in or out, and move them in or out also, the wall also. It's like, so it's not super straight basically. So that's and this is what is blending dirt. And for the wall also I had three materials. One was super clean, one was with more bricks uneven bricks, and third one was damages and dirty bricks. So you see there was main brick in there, and red for more popping out bricks, and then for third was these dirty and damaged bricks, and then fourth was this dirty material. So simple three material, and without and these leaks and everything are decals again. This is that these decals are like with color and damage, color and normal, or maybe just color and alpha. But the other one, these one are like normal and alpha decals. And this one is like projected decal, this cracks, and this one is just you need to create a material, decal material, and just place it in there. It just project the damage on top. That is also fine, but you can create mesh also, and mesh can have the material mapped on top of this material. That will also work. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay, any other question, then let me know. Basically, we are saving the resources. Like, we don't need to use that many resources, so it's totally fine. Okay, just keep posting your questions in the in your thread also, because this YouTube one is good, but it's it stays here, no? So we share it there also, here also is both if possible. So we keep track of things. Okay, so if we don't have enough, so I'll take my part. It's already 40 minutes, which is good. We had a good chat, good progress. Love to see the new update. So keep working on the things. I will start. I'm doing a bunch of stuff, other things, and I'll continue with our scene once I come back on Monday. So yeah, keep up the good work, and I will see you in the next session. Bye.